This crossover train station hub from the train station's content creator pack is probably one of the coolest assets in the game, but this structure also comes with its own built-in traffic. When passengers emerge from the train station, they pass through this crosswalk and blocks the pocket cars and creates traffic hiccups within itself. Amazing. Greetings, Philomares. This is Captain Obvious, and welcome back to Hilly Strait City. Today's episode is about solutions to stubborn traffic, and we are also going to do a little detailing and rearranging. So we are going to fix this by completely eradicating pocket cars without any mods, and we are also going to reduce all the crossing the street with pedestrian bridges. Alright, we have planned, now we are going to build and execute. First, let's relocate this intercity bus station because this is a main road for this area and we need to reduce traffic hiccup. We can now add our pedestrian bridges while converting these small roads to a 2-lane with medians. The pedestrian access needs to go to the bus stop, tram stop, and the baseball stadium. Okay, let's check out what we have so far. So we created these pedestrian bridges, but of course there's still a lot of people using this. So if we eliminate this, that should definitely force them to take this one. But we still have this pocket car problem. So how do you solve this without any mods? For one way to do this is to convert this road into something that they cannot drive on. So I am going to go ahead and convert this into a from the plazas and promenades roads, and I'm going to make it go all the way here. Okay, let's check out what happened. So since this became into, or we converted it into a pedestrian street, now no vehicles come out. So in a sense, it's somewhat cheating, but I mean, it creates traffic within itself, which should never have happened. But we did find a solution, and you can see it is working perfectly. So we didn't need any special mods in order to do this. This one is open to interpretation. Some may say that this is quite a way to cheat. Let's see how much are we are getting. We are getting 12,000 from people going through this, and yes, it may seem that way, but there is also the hotels and retreats DLC coming soon. So I am very excited to how much income that DLC will give. All right, let's go ahead and design this. Then we can move on to the next traffic scenario. Okay, let's take a tour of what we've created so far. That looks fantastic. Okay, we're going under the pedestrian bridge. I love that one. And we are at the train station. And let's take a look. There are no more pocket cars, even though there are parked cars. So they walk through here. No pocket cars emerging. Pedestrians are going up and over. And there is a tree right in the bottom of the pedestrian bridge. So I need to remove that. Okay, now it's all fixed. We removed that little tree, and yeah, everything is looking great. So we have our tram stop here, and here is our intercity bus station. Let's take a closer look. So there are some few people there waiting to go to other places, while the other buses here, this goes outside the city. So you need this at times. Ooh, and check out our next traffic scenario. Look at the backup of these cars. It goes all the way here. Our traffic flow is down to 87. You rarely see these in any of my cities. But before we do that, let's go check out another train station with a similar issue or similar setup, but no issue. So for instance, this one, as you can see, let's fast forward so we can see. So vehicles are coming in and they also emerge out, yet there is no pocket cars. And it also has the same traffic or transportation setup. It has a tram stop and a bus station right here, another tram stop there. It's not active yet, but we are going to eventually set up. And yeah, again, I didn't create crosswalks. I have to be aware of that. As you can see, there's not a lot of traffic hiccups here, and this one works for some reason. Let's check another station. So this is also pretty much the same setup. So we got pocket cars coming out. Let's see how much traffic it causes. There are some hiccup, but it doesn't seem to be that severe compared to the first station. Yeah, it kind of disappeared or dissipated fairly quickly. We have the same traffic setup. We have a tram stop here, and eventually we're going to create a bus stop. And yeah, and again, here it is. We got all these people crossing the streets. I did not think of that when I initially planned the city, so I think I'm going to be doing that on the next city that I build. Okay, let's get back to the traffic scenario. So we have this. If we check our traffic, we're at 89, so it fluctuates, and you can see it's fairly red and orange. If we go back to the other train station here, we have the similar setup with the the trams and all. Let's take a look. Oops. Yeah, so it's at 89. It's mostly green, and this one here also pretty much mostly green. Yet this one, even with all the transportation set up here, so we got the train, we got the trams, we got the buses, and yet we get this shenanigan. So how do you fix this? So the best solution in any traffic scenario like this is to create a route, not a roundabout. So if we're looking at the direction, we could see that they mostly want to go here. Some of them wants to go there, and we need to manipulate the traffic. So let's check our, so this is our bus route. So we can see it's going there. I'm going to remove this option from other vehicles. So let's go ahead and create this or change this into a pedestrian street as a bus only. Okay, so that removes that option. That means this is more fluid going downward. And from here, let's create another route. Okay, let's fast forward and let's see what happens. Eventually it starts dissipating. And lastly, again, we are creating routes, right? So this one, we eliminated this while creating a new one. And now we also need to create another alternate route. So this one here is the only way to, the reason why this is a bridge, right? Because if trams are gonna go through here, it's gonna create hiccups even further. So that's why I have a bridge going here. And we can convert this into a road. Okay, so slowly yet surely, as you can see, the traffic pretty much dissipated, and we didn't create any roundabouts. We just needed to get a better idea of how the roads functioned and which direction they wanted to go. And there you go. Let's check the traffic flow. We're at 91. So this has some hiccups because the buses, are trying to get through here. So this is the one I was talking about. So the buses have to go through here, and that's why it's creating that. And then they can easily enter here. There you go. Yep. So this is pretty smooth now. Let's go ahead and start detailing a little. So on this side, right, I created this, which looks pretty darn neat. So they go across here, they head to this market station, going there, and I think we can spruce this up a little further. Yeah, so I don't want them to be crossing here. So they basically go here and then they make the way across there. So let's go ahead and update this. Okay, so now they can opt to go around here, but I'm going to create a pedestrian path going all the way across, and hopefully they would choose to use this from the market station. Okay, let's check out what we have so far. So this is what it looks like. Oh, I love these. I love the vegetation, and this bridge is totally awesome. By the way, this is from this is a zoo pedestrian path, and it has this thing right underneath, which is very cool. Look at that. I love the rocks. These bushes right here. This is a great view. And from the other side, yep, and we got all these passengers coming in and out. I may need to adjust the number, but so far it looks fantastic. All right, so let's check our traffic flow, and we can see it's pretty much gone. Yeah, let's look at that again. So again, I did not use any roundabouts or whatnot. I just manipulated traffic. So these are just delays, I suppose, to picking up the alerts. All right, so there is one final advice that I have in case you have traffic. So despite the fact that this is pretty smooth, you have to consider, why do people go here? So what do we have in this area? So we have this baseball park. Oh, it's doing pretty well, 5-1. And we also have the concert right here, and we also have this one. This is from the Heart of Korea Content Creator Pack, and if we look at its stats, so if you check out its stats, its entertainment is 400. So this is fairly new. It came out a few months ago, but I've barely used it. But if you can take a look, it invites a lot of people to visit. So if you compare it, it's 123, and if you check out other unique buildings, okay, this is 112. This one here is 56. This one here is 108. So this has, I don't know, for some reason, I think there's like a lot of people going here. So this becomes congested eventually because of too many things to visit at one area. So my final advice is to spread things out to help further reduce traffic. So I am going to relocate this. So this is a pretty old asset. This is a base game unlockable. So I'm just going to remove that. And we are going to relocate this over here. I'm going to decorate this a little later. I just want to move things. And this one, I want to move this over here. So yeah, I'm going to populate this eventually. So I'm just going to place it here for the meantime. And that will also include all the other park assets or concert assets. Okay, so and the last thing I want to do is, yeah, so I've been replacing old assets. So I'm going to replace this despite the fact that we have 5-1 score. We're going to use the new stadium. Okay, so I've decided to use this stadium right here. I'm still going for the baseball park simply because when you come from the train station, you have a pretty nice view of this, right? It looks pretty neat. And a way to decorate this, let me just remove a few things. The way I decorate is I look at the asset itself and what it has and what I could like complement on the outside. So for instance, we have this pathway here. So what if we just created similar road path Okay, so apparently I have Anarchy mod, but I don't use it to break the game, but more of a design change. So yeah, this looks pretty neat from the top view, where we have paths that complement the the building itself. And now let's look at the other assets in it. So we got these coconut trees, and then we got these trees on the other side. So let's go ahead and plant a similar fashion. Okay, so now the stadium itself looks bigger than it actually was. Look at that. Now that looks fantastic. Let's go ahead and fill in this area. I think I'll just do regular zoning. There you go. And this side, yeah, let's add more parking. If you enjoyed the build and logical tips and tricks, please take a moment to hit that thumbs up as a simple way to support the channel. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and together we will create more enjoyable cities together without the stress of traffic or city management, which we will carry over to City Skylines too. This is Captain Obvious. Thank you for watching and for choosing to fly with Obvious Airlines. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next flight.